Senator Brown. And could I remind senators to be orderly? Senator Brown, you have the call.
Thank you, Chair. This is an historic day, not just for this Senate and this Parliament of this great nation, but for 7 billion people on a planet which faces great problems due to the impact of that human herd on the finite planet itself. What we are doing here today is legislating, albeit with reserve, to hold back the great nemesis of climate change for the whole future of humanity and indeed our millions of fellow species on this planet. What we are doing here today...
Order. Senator Brown, would you resume your seat for a moment? Order. Could I just remind members of the gallery, members of the public in the gallery, it is disorderly to interrupt debate by clapping and applause, and please desist. Senator Brown, you have the call.
I thank you.
Order. Senator Brown.
I thank you, Chair.
Senator Brown, could you resume your seat? Senator Evans, on a point of order.
Point of order, Mr. President. I think this will proceed, Mr. Chairman, will proceed better if constant interjections from the opposition were controlled a bit better. Senator Favanti-Wells has been screaming for the last 5 minutes, so could I ask that you ask for a bit more order, and then I think the chamber will proceed in a more calm and orderly way.
Thank you, Senator Evans. Could I remind all senators, Senator Heffernan, a point of order.
Order. On the most historic day, as some people see it in Australia, we're passing legislation that 90% of the people in this parliament don't understand.
Senator Heffernan,
and that's the truth.
That's no point of order. Senator Heffernan, resume your seat. There is no point of order. Before I call Senator Brown, all senators, I remind that it is disorderly to interject and give the courtesy to the Speaker. Senator Brown, you have the call.
Chair, and I'm particularly joyful that this great moment should be being shared by so many of the citizens of this country in the galleries here today. And, you know, this is a democracy which is functioning. This is a democracy which is working in the interest not only of this generation, but of all Australian and global generations to come. We are confronted not only to see how best we can line our pockets, to see not only how best we can take from the planet in our own time in a three-year cycle, but to go beyond that and ask ourselves, will people 50 or 500 years from now thank us for what they're doing, what we are doing? And people 50 or 500 years from now will thank us for the passage of this legislation with one caveat. They will know that this was timid, that it was short of the mark, but nevertheless, in a divided parliament, it had a gallantry, a far-sightedness, an integrity and an honesty with future generations which has got the numbers in this
Senator
chamber.
Brandis. Senator Brandis. Senator Brandis, you'll have to withdraw that remark. Senator Brown, continue. Yes, stand and withdraw, please, Senator Brandis. Senator Brown, you have the call.
27 years after the Honourable Barry Jones, then Minister for Science, first raised the spectre of climate change in this great parliament, here we are taking real action. It has been too slow. It has been too short of the vision that you must expect of great parliaments, but here today we are making up for that inaction. I congratulate the Prime Minister, Julia Gillard, of this country for her integrity in following through against the huge condemnation that has been levelled at her. I congratulate the Minister for Climate Change, now in the gallery, who has shown such fortitude and integrity in this legislation coming through the House and now into this chamber, and his fellow ministers. I congratulate the independent members for New England and Lyne, who were part of the committee which has led to this outcome. And I congratulate my deputy leader and our Greens team, Christine Milne, Adam Bandt, and our Greens team for carrying this historic vote through to conclusion in this parliament. It is a great day for Australia. It's a great day for the Barrier Reef, the Murray-Darling Basin, for Ningaloo, for Kakadu, for this nation's future, and a great day for this planet Earth, upon whom we all depend, which gives us inspiration, which gives us joy, which gives us happiness, and which today we are acknowledging we must return something to.
Senator Brown.